Hickok 45. Guess what? It's Sig time in Tennessee. P224. Thanks to Top Gun Supply. They sent us this thing for free. I guess they thought we just needed a Sig, right? Don't have enough of them at the compound. We really don't. This is a little one. Let's take a shot with it and I'll tell you what I think about the dumb thing. Okay, let's go double action on the cowboy. See if I can... Oh, got him double action. Let me try that again. I'm always criticizing the double action. Try it a little faster. Missed him. Let's do it again. That was cool. Let's put some more ammo in, see what happens. Woo! Nice. Clink. Yeah, Sig P224. And I have never fired one until, well, this last week or two. And now we have one. I can tell you a little bit about it, okay? It's a cut-off Sig 229 or 226, depends on what chamber it is, chambering it is. But it's a little gun. It's a fat little boy there. Take a look at it. And before we do, though, a word from our sponsor, Bud's Gun Shop. Yes, again, we really appreciate Bud's Gun Shop helping us out, okay? So check the link, the website. They've got lots of police trade-ins, I noticed, and all kinds of guns. Amazing. We like guns, you like guns. But this is an interesting little gun, okay? Speaking of firearms, it's a Sig 224. You might not even be familiar with it. It wasn't really on my radar. I'm not sure I could have told you there was such a firearm. I'm not sure why. I don't follow Sig as closely as I do some others, but it's a little bit of a counterpart, you could say, just in general, to the Glock 26. I know, get mad now because I'm comparing with Glock, but it's, you know, just, everybody knows Glock, so especially me, right? So it's just a little gun, like a baby Glock. Okay, that's my point. And if I put the where's that magazine? Put it in here. Back in. That holds 12 rounds, 12 plus 1 in the Sig, and this is a 12 round magazine for a Glock 26. So in terms of the height and everything, you're talking about the same, a little different there. They're kind of the same length. Glock's a little shorter, but now the big difference you notice here before I quit comparing them this way is the bore axis and everything. You know, in the Glock you get up higher, well, lower if they're turned upside down. You get up closer to the bore, and you can see on the Sig the difference there. And we all know that the Sigs that have the hammer and everything, they're double action, the single action, that's just part of a Sig. All right. Some people like it better. Some of us don't. Namely me, I don't like it as much. I like to get up high on the firearm. Okay, so we're kind of in the same category as a Glock 26. There we go. Let's slap them together there. But and I'm not going to shoot the 26, I just set it out here for comparison's sake there. The Glock 26, by the way, is 6 ounces lighter. I weighed both of them. I had all the mags loaded and different things, so I just weighed them without the mags, and it was 6 ounces lighter. This is 25 ounces, as I understand, with an empty mag, which I didn't. Well, we could do that. Let's just verify that. How's that? With the empty mag, just to make sure. Because I read somewhere, and I know that's a shock to you all, that I can read. And I can only do it on a good day. And if I put my fingers right on the words, I can read them. Let's see if it is 25 ounces. Okay. 1 pound, 12, almost 13 ounces. Okay, that's about 25. Wait a minute, that's heavier. 16 and 20. That's heavier as far, by my book. What's the deal there? They must, what I read must have been without the mags. Yeah, that's closer right there. That's just a little heavier than 25 ounces. Okay. Can't believe everything you read, can you? But it's 6 pounds, or 6 pounds. 6 pounds heavier than the Glock 26. That'd be a good one, wouldn't it? 6 pounds heavier, 6 ounces heavier. And that's what you notice most about it. It is a good little shooter. I know when I picked it up the first day, about a week ago, I brought it out and was shooting around, and on the red plate over there, and clink it. I have to hold up a little higher than I like. but it was, I was popping it, you know, one time after another. I thought, well, okay, good little shooter, but it is a little chunk. If you've ever picked one up, you know what I'm talking about. Again, it's a hacked off, it's not mad, not that kind of hacked off, but it's like a hacked off P229, like they chopped off, took a hacksaw and chopped off part of the grip, and the same with the slide. It's not an attempt where they said, well, you know what, let's make a small gun kind of like a P226 or P229 and make it thinner and smaller and change something. No, it is a 229 hacked off, okay? And that's why it becomes kind of a chunk. But in some ways that's a negative, because it's a little, well, it's a little tank. I mean, really, I mean, all these words come to mind because it feels so heavy. The slide feels so heavy, and it's got a short little grip. But on the positive side, you know, it takes the same mags. In fact, I've got that's a 226 mag right there. It takes those, and I didn't even know what mag that was. I had one in the barn. I don't even own a 226, but that's apparently what that is, because I tried it out a few rounds. It seemed to work. And so it takes the mags from those. So if you're carrying a 226 or 229 and you want a backup smaller gun, you know, obviously just like your Glock 26 and a Glock 17 be a nice combination, right? So there are advantages to that. And same manual of operation, you know, you got, you know, slide lock, everything's the same. Your decocker, you know, everything's the same. Just got your shorter grip and shorter slide. Got your Sig lights or your night sights, and you know, your decocker, everything. It's the same quality. We all know no matter what we find at fault with a Sig, it's rare that we can criticize the quality of the firearms. We can criticize maybe the shape or the weight or the thickness or whatever we want to, or the high bore axes, double, single action, whatever we'd like to criticize. But they shoot well, generally speaking, and they're quality firearms. They're well made. They're expensive. They're well made. There was a point there I was going to make, which I lost, but I think these things came out at around $1,100 or something. You know, 12 or not 12, but $1,000 or $1,100 MSRP when they came out initially in 2012. But they were double action only, I think, at that time. Then about a year ago or more, a year and a half now, at the 2013 SHOT Show, this model was introduced. Okay, where you have double, single, but that's what I was going to remind you or make you aware of. It's available in double action, single action, like this one, or with the DAC trigger, the DAK, the double action only, double action Kellerman, I think it stands for. So double action only, or like this. I think there's even a third option with double action short reset, maybe. So you got a better reset on it or something. Okay. So anyway, let's try out this magazine. Speaking of the Sig 226 mag, see if it really does work. Okay. Well, let's just wake up Mr. Gong. Let's try that red plate. See, wasn't lying to you. Let me try that turkey while I'm on a roll. Just about got off my roll, didn't I? Yeah, see, I mean, it's a good little shooter. So, you know, that's what I try. I try to shoot whatever we have as best I can on any given day, of course. And sometimes it happens that I can criticize the grip, or I can complain about the sights, the feel of the gun, but pick it up and can shoot, you know, as well as I can other pistols. So, you know, it's there's no rationale really, or no rational explanation. Sometimes a gun you think doesn't feel good to you, you actually shoot it well. And then the converse of that, you know, sometimes you're in a gun shop. You know, John and I were talking about this earlier, how you can pick up a gun, maybe like this one, or in a gun shop, and you think, oh man, that's the gun I want, that feels great. But then when you actually fire it, maybe it doesn't feel so great, or you can't hit anything with it, you know. So, you know, the proof's in the pudding. I made that line up a few years ago. But you got to get out and shoot the things if you possibly can and see. But you always get quality. I say always, 99% of the time, you get really good quality with these babies because they're SIGs. What else about it? What is that, a leaf or a cat jumping around here? Let me take it apart real quick, see if I can break it. Nice thing about a SIG is, you know, they're simple to break down. Watch me struggle. You know, it is just the same as Ewer 229, 226. You know, it's good stuff. They work. Okay, not bad. We're shooting Federal, by the way, and we're going to shoot hollow points, if you remind me. And you notice the easy open box there. They're always easy for me. Klutz like me, I have to break into them. But don't let me forget to put those into a magazine. In fact, we'll do that now before I do forget, because I'm not too smart, as you well know, and I have to do things when I'm thinking about it. Say things when I'm thinking about it, and do things, okay, before I forget. So, interesting little pistol. For my purposes, my preferences, it's a little heavy for this small pistol, and it's a little big. You know, I've been carrying today this Glock 26, excuse me. You know, in the stealth gear holster, I was carrying that, and so I wanted to compare with the 26. See, it doesn't quite get in. It's a little too fat. It just won't quite make it. All right, so it is fatter. So you know what I get out when that happens? I have to get out. In fact, this is the only holster I could find that it would fit. My I think it's a Don Hume, whatever it is, my do-all holster fits in there okay. So that's what I'm using. I load a mag. Let's just go ahead and do it. You got one thing I didn't show you maybe is you got this magazine that comes with it. This 15 rounder. I believe, yeah, it comes with it, pretty sure, and makes it into a bigger gun. Makes it kind of a Glock 19 sort of gun, except thicker and probably a little heavier, but that gives you more of a grip. That, I guarantee you would like that on this gun. Okay, on some firearms it's not quite as desirable or needed. On this one I think it really is. It's because of the low bore axis, or the high bore axis on the SIG, and you've got a short grip here, just like on the Glock 26. It's exaggerated. It's almost like you took a Glock 26 and you cut an inch off the grip. It really is. Even me, I love small grips, small guns. I can barely get 2 fingers on that thing. I barely can. It really, this feels to me like probably a Glock 26 does, or these compact, subcompact firearms do to a lot of you. When you first pick one up, you think, oh, I couldn't shoot that. You know, Glock 27, 26, whoa, there's no grip. I can't get my little pinky on that. Give me an extension, or give me a bigger gun. You know, that's some people's first reactions. Well, if you pick this thing up, you'll really have that reaction. I feel like it's going to slip out of my hand. I just have that feeling it's almost going to slip out. Okay, be aware of that. Let's see, let's load this magazine, this 15 rounder. Okay, we'll test the hollow points. It's a carry gun. It's not much of a carry gun. Defensive pistol. There will not be hollow points. Okay, if you're new or you're from some other country and you're not aware that people for defensive purposes generally carry hollow points, that's a totally a different subject, right? It's what police carry. It's what just about everybody carries for self-defense in this country. Unless I think you're in New Jersey or somewhere where they haven't gotten the message that hollow points are safer. Okay, much less chance of over-penetration, that sort of thing. All right, so we've got some, and these are Federal Premium Low Recoil, 135 grain Hydroshock. Okay, I got them to send me a bunch of hollow points, not because this is necessarily the ultimate defensive round or anything. I'm sure it's fine, but it's hollow point. I like to test hollow points in a carry pistol. Okay, so let's shoot a few of these. Let's shoot that pot. Let's do a little pot smoking with hollow points. Yeah, it's too rainy to smoke much. All right. All right, let's hit that round one there. Nice. Nice. Boy, it knocked it. Try a plate. Did the job. No malfunctions. No malfunctions. Now I do that in a lot of videos, but you want to shoot more than that, of course. If you're buying a gun, you have bought a gun, and you're going to carry it, you want to get whatever the hollow points are you're going to carry, and it's going to be expensive, but you need to shoot several boxes of them and make sure there is no problem at all. Okay, even when it's dirty like this, especially when it's dirty. I try them. Okay, that ought to tell you something about it. And then just shoot them every now and then. What I do is the hollow points I've been carrying, every now and then I put fresh ones in and I shoot the ones that are in there. Okay, so kind of tells you. Good thing to do if you are in a place where you carry, you're allowed to carry legally, and you do carry and all that. And you've been carrying this gun, for example. I know this is a little off topic, maybe. Well, it's not. It's about firearms. It's about carry. And you've been carrying this magazine with this ammo in it for 3-4 months, whatever. Then one day just go to the range. Probably can't have I don't know if you can have a hot gun at your range, just in your holster or whatever. Yeah, you get a place you can do it. Just like you've been carrying, just pull the thing out and shoot it, without checking it or anything, because that might have been what happened. The bad guys attacked you at the restaurant that night when you were leaving. All right, let's load up a little bit more and take a few more shots. You saw out there, it shoots well at distance. It shoots well close up. Obviously that heavy slide absorbs the recoil, and it doesn't knock you around too much. This firearm might especially, I don't know, kind of depends. I kind of think maybe it'd be attractive in a 40 or 357 Sig because of the weight. It seems a little heavy for a 9mm. But whatever your preferences are. What else? Most people are pretty familiar with the SIGs by now, and the pieces and everything. I think I showed you. Let me close her back up. They're just nice firearms, no doubt about it. Again, I think you probably can find this firearm if you're ready to rush out and buy one for in the neighborhood of $700 or $800. I don't think they actually sell for $1,000. I think they're less than the 226s and the 229s. From where I was looking around, I think I saw one for $8 or $8 something, and that neighborhood, depending on what it has on it. But so they're still higher than a lot of others, but they're SIGs. We all know that SIGs are going to be higher, and they're quality, no doubt about it. It's just a matter of why. That's that long mag, I think. This one. Okay. So what else about that thing? It does have nice serrations, the checkering right there. Thankfully, if it didn't have that checkering on the front strap, that would be even more difficult to hold. And it's pretty nice friction on that grip, I'll have to say. And that's all very important. It's of more importance on this small gun. So shoots fine. It's a little heavy for my taste, and top heavy especially. But for you SIG folks that love SIGs, and you have 4 or 5 of them, this is another option in a smaller package, at least a shorter package. Okay, still got some weight though. All right, let's try her again. I'll go double action again. Hammer drop. All right, from the holster. All right, Mr. Cowboy. Oh, there's some more pots that didn't get smoked. Yeah, let's try that again. Again, as much as I criticize the double single action, if you practice and get used to it, you can get used to it eventually. There's a good feel to it in actually shooting, I have to say. Now I'm not sure what that's about. That shouldn't be the magazine, but that happened once before the video. Let me try to pull the trigger again. Alright, she's empty. And I don't know that could be magazine related. We noticed a little weirdness on the trigger a time or two before I was breaking it in. Let's try again. All right, let's go from the holster again. Double action. Got the 15 round mag in. It's pretty good. Well, I guess that's a good last shot on the red plate. Yeah, it's a good little shooter. There's a little funny business with the trigger I noticed there. It's not broken in well. We probably just shot it, I don't know, 250, times, something like that. But generally with a Sig, you don't expect any kind of break-in issues. At least that's not been my experience. So, hammer, drop, and it seems to work okay. We'll keep an eye on it. All right. Anyway, Sig 224, chopped down version of the 229, 226 sort of. It is available in 357 Sig, 40 Smith & Wesson, and then 9mm like this one. And we were shooting the 124 grain, full metal jacket, Federal of course. So for what it's worth, that's the little Sig P224, a nice little shooter, but a little bit of a chunk. Life is good.